There's nothing quite like a muscle car. Classic American muscle cars capture the spirit of the auto industry and the open road like no other vehicle. It is also the type of car that gearheads and motor enthusiasts are most passionate about. From the 1949 Oldsmobile Rocket 88 to the 1970 Ford Mustang, people love muscle cars, their looks and their engines. Loosely defined as a smaller, two-door car powered by a high-displacement engine that is typically found in a larger, full-sized sedan, classic muscle cars continue to be hot sellers at auctions and dealerships across the United States, and they continue to generate intense debate among car lovers. Here is a list of 10 classic American muscle cars that people feel particularly passionate about. There's no denying that the Plymouth Superbird looks pretty special. That unique nose cone on the front and the gargantuan rear wing make it look like it means business, probably because it does. You see, the Superbird was designed for the world of NASCAR racing. Under NASCAR rules, any car which competes must be a road-going production car, and so the Superbird was made available to the public. When the iconic GTO name was first introduced, it was an option package for the Pontiac Lemons. It cost an extra $295 when the car was new, and for this you got a 6.4-liter V8 with 325 HP. It wasn't until 1966 that the GTO became its own model. In addition to the bigger engine, the GTO upgrade also brought firmer suspension and sharper steering. The timeless styling was well received when the GTO came out, and it still looks good today. The Dodge Charger has cemented itself as a muscle car icon after being Dom Toretto's go-to car in the Fast and Furious franchise, among other TV and film appearances. The Charger was available with a variety of engines, but the car in the show had the iconic 7.0-liter Hemi V8. The styling was a hit as well, with the flip-up covers over the headlights and the wide grille giving it real road presence. The Dodge Coronet was offered in a variety of body styles throughout its production run. Buyers could have an estate, a convertible, or, arguably the best, the coupe. The styling is so 60s with the long bonnet and bold curves everywhere. There was a huge range of engines as well, starting with an economical straight 6 and working all the way up to the 7.0-liter Hemi V8. The Chevrolet Chevelle SS, Super Sport, was Chevy's first effort at a muscle car. When it was revealed in 1964, it lagged quite a way behind the Pontiac GTO, so Chevrolet set to work fixing that. By 1970, they had given the Chevelle SS a 450 HP 7.5-liter V8 engine, which could push it from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5 seconds. In fact, it was among the fastest accelerating road cars in the world when it was on sale. The Mustang is arguably one of the most instantly recognizable muscle cars in the world. It's one of the only ones that are available in the UK today. The 1968 Fastback is particularly special thanks to its starring role in the movie Bullitt. The car used in that film was finished in Highland green and featured a 6.4-liter V8 with 320 HP. It was such an iconic car that Ford released a modernized tribute for the current model. Featuring in a film is a surefire way to give a car cult status, and this applies to the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am driven by Burt Reynolds in Smokey and the Bandit. It doesn't really get much cooler than that. The Trans Am was part of the Pontiac Firebird range with a 6.6-liter V8 engine putting out around 200 HP. It was also available with a T-top removable roof and distinctive gold graphics. The Plymouth Barracuda was introduced just weeks before Ford unveiled the Mustang. However, it never reached the same level of sales. This has led to it becoming one of the most desirable classic muscle cars on the market. The most sought-after model, however, is the 7.0-liter Hemi engined car. It made 425 HP, could do 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.6 seconds and looked the part with its bold colors and shaker hood, so the engine's air intake pokes through the bonnet. Just 115 of these cars were built after it was cancelled due to tighter emissions regulations. Time for the first modern muscle car on the list, and with a name like Demon you know it's going to be a good one. It's based on the Dodge Challenger Hellcat, which had 707 HP, but Dodge decided that buyers wanted something more extreme. They brought out the Demon as a car designed for the drag strip. It has 840 HP and is a fair bit lighter than the standard Hellcat on which it's based. Weight-saving measures even stretched to the lack of a passenger seat as standard. The ZL1 is towards the more extreme end of the Camaro range. In fact, it can almost touch 200 miles per hour given enough space. The Camaro has always gone head-to-head with the Ford Mustang but lags just behind the Blue Oval in terms of sales. This won't have been helped by the fact that the ZL1 was recently banned from sale in California and Washington due to the amount of copper used in the brake pads. However, this exclusivity may be what makes it so cool.